All right. Hey, music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the stream. This is a sound design stream, and I'm DannyXander. So, welcome back to the stream. Today, we're going to be diving into Reaktor again, and we're going to learn how to make a dark, lo-fi hip-hop chords. So, if you're into that kind of music, or if you just want to follow along, we're going to be diving into that today. And I'm going to be building a warm lo-fi chord synth from scratch using Reaktor blocks, and this is perfect for R&B, chill hop, or anything you'd like to vibe to on maybe a rainy day. So let's set the vibe. Let's play a couple simple chords with a dry tone and preview that, and then we can work from there. So let's pick some common chords. Let's dive right in and pick some common chords. So I'm going to start off with my version here. I'm going to use a piano. And I'm going to open up a clip. And let's do a common progression. So we'll pick the key. We'll pick the key of C. So let's go over to our trusty MIDI loop, MIDI roll. Make that bigger. And we will do our key. We'll pick the key of C. And we'll do some chords. So let's see. Let's do like that. Let's turn on my metronome. We'll do some half notes. Bring down that volume. So we'll do let's do the 2. Okay. Let's change up some velocities. Okay. So I'm going to choose these chords with the root notes of D, C, and G. So let's do it. So we're going to start here. Let's choose D. And then we'll choose C. Then we'll choose G. Okay, let's add some layers to this. So we got D minor. Wait, yeah, there we go. Two half steps and 3. And the 7th. Okay, and then we'll do a C. We'll do a G and then a C, actually. Let's do it this way. G. We'll put the G here. And we'll do C. Okay, let's bring our notes down. We're doing a G7. So G major. So that would be, if we're doing that, spelling that out, it would be on the G. Got a G7. So I'm going to play that in. Hold down the shift key. When you just highlight the notes. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got so far. Oh. Not an ugly chord. Okay, so all right. So we're gonna build this up. We can actually do this in a little bit of an easier way. I'm gonna actually grab um, all right, music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the stream. So today we're gonna be building a warm lo-fi chord chord synth from scratch. So we're going to be using Reaktor blocks to build out this texture and sound. This is perfect for R&B, chill hip hop, or anything you vibe to on a rainy day. So to set the vibe, I'm going to play in a little chord progression with a dry tone to preview, and then we can start off building out our synth to capture the texture. So I'm going to start off with a little trusty tool I like to use, and I'm going to put in a chord progression, a lo-fi style chord progression, and that's going to be, let's choose D minor. Oh, let me just turn that down a little bit. Where's my captain chords? D minor 7. Then we'll choose a G7. Add a G7 in there. Then let's hear that. Then we'll choose a C major 7. So we'll add in a C major 7. And boom, we got our chord progression. Let's just check that out. Okay, we got a chord progression going. Now we're going to exit this. I'm going to start building it out. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to grab my progression. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. Okay. Yep. I'll do that later. So I'm going to grab that progression. Going to bring it into the window. And we're going to say, yeah, we want to use the timing and tempo information from that to using our beat, our progression. Let's just test it out. That it's playing from the actual DAW. We're good to go. We're going to rename our chord progression. So it's D minor 7, G7, C major 7, and we are good to go. So we got some chords. That's great. So now we got some chords we can play with. I'm going to bring in our sound design tool of choice, and we're going to replay these chords using that sound, using our sounds. So we're going to make a sound that's going to be reflective of a sound we want to hear. So let's add in our sound design tool of choice, and we're going to carve out a sound. So I'm going to jump right in here, and I'm going to add our first component, Yeah, and then I'm going to bring in our double oscillator. We're going to blend those together. And then I'm going to detune one slightly. One is going to be a saw wave. Let's do saw. While the other will be a sine wave. So I'm going to bring in another few components we're going to need. Okay, so now one will be a saw wave, one will be a sine wave. I'm going to slightly detune one of them. So let's do the first one. Let's check it out. Gonna make sure our recording is enabled. We can hear sound. Okay. Gonna add some modulation depth. Let's see if we get any sound. Not yet, because we didn't turn up the volume. Now we're getting some sound. So we want to add maybe a low pass filter on this to get some to get our sound to sound right. I'm gonna bring in a filter. Gonna filter our sound. And so we got a filter on there. Just to filter out some high end frequencies. I want to cut off around 5 to 7 hertz. So I want the filter cutoff to be around 5 to 7 hertz. 5 to 7 kilohertz. 5,000 to 7,000 kilohertz. So I'm going to now, let's add a filter cutoff. So the way we're going to do that, I'm going to use another envelope. We want to add some filter cutoff. And so that's going to be for that. Let's add some filter cutoff here. Okay, so now we're cutting off those highs, really making sure our warm tones come in. And I'll keep an allophone there to mix things up. Add some movement. It's always good to add some movement. So let's do that. I'm gonna modulate. Okay, so we've got our sound, and I'm gonna add a little effects. We're gonna test it out. So let's go to add some effects, some reverb, some delay, maybe some reverb. And I'm not loving the reverb. Okay, so let's apply our chords now. This is where the magic happens. Let's see. Okay, let's speed up the effect. Okay, we're gonna add in some drums now and finish off our loop. So let's see how that layers in with some drums. Okay, we're gonna change up this sound now, just on our chords. Okay, we got the first part. Then we can change it up for the second half. Okay, we can make the pattern more complicated. Add in some snare hits. Oh. And pretty much there we have it. We've created just a simple loop inside of Ableton using our sound design and creating out a lo-fi style beat. So there we have it. Hopefully you learned something from this session and you're able to gain some insight into how to use sound design to create sounds that you really would like to have in your music. Be sure to check out the link in the description for further information and how to sign up for the sound design course. I'll see you in the next live stream, and peace out.